60 of the greatest quotes from world leaders selected to inspire and motivate. We hope you enjoy. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Abraham Lincoln. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. In the end, it is not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. Abraham Lincoln. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Barack Obama. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Nelson Mandela. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorns have roses. Abraham Lincoln. The measure of a country's greatness is its ability to retain compassion in times of crisis. Justin Trudeau. The future doesn't belong to the faint-hearted, it belongs to the brave. Ronald Reagan, former President of the United States. The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. Ronald Reagan, former President of the United States. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Barack Obama, former President of the United States. I have learned that leadership is about vision and responsibility, not power. Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada. The greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated. Mahatma Gandhi, Indian leader and activist. The price of greatness is responsibility. Winston Churchill, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. True leaders understand that leadership is not about them, but about those they serve. Prince William, Duke of Cambridge. Leadership is not a position or a title, it is action and example. Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of the United Kingdom. The power of a leader is not in the authority they possess, but in the positive impact they have on others. Jacinda Ardern, Prime Minister of New Zealand. The greatness of a leader is measured by the achievements of their people. Nelson Mandela, former President of South Africa. Leadership is not about being perfect. It is about admitting mistakes and learning from them. Angela Merkel, former Chancellor of Germany. The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things, but the one who inspires others to do great things. Franklin D. Roosevelt, former President of the United States. The power of imagination makes us infinite. John F. Kennedy, former President of the United States. It always seems impossible until it is done. Nelson Mandela, former President of South Africa. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt, former President of the United States. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, former Prime Minister of Canada. We are not here to curse the darkness, but to light the candle that can guide us through that darkness to a safe and sane future. John F. Kennedy, former President of the United States. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt, former President of the United States. The price of greatness is responsibility. Winston Churchill, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Nelson Mandela, former President of South Africa. The measure of a country's greatness is its ability to retain compassion in times of crisis. Jacinda Ardern, Prime Minister of New Zealand. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt, former First Lady of the United States. These quotes capture the wisdom, vision, and values of these great world leaders, inspiring us to create a better future, embrace responsibility, and lead with compassion and courage. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. Winston Churchill, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. The measure of a country's greatness is how it treats its weakest members. Queen Elizabeth II. True leadership lies in guiding others to success. in ensuring that everyone is performing at their best, doing the work they are pledged to do, and doing it well. Queen Rania of Jordan. Leadership is not about being in a position of power, it's about empowering others. Jacinda Ardern, Prime Minister of New Zealand. A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, King of Saudi Arabia. Leadership is not about being in control. It is about creating a vision that others can rally around. Angela Merkel, former Chancellor of Germany. Leadership is about making others better as a result of your presence and making sure that impact lasts in your absence. Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada. Leadership is not about being perfect. It's about striving for excellence and inspiring others to do the same. Barack Obama, former President of the United States. Great leaders are willing to make difficult decisions, even in the face of adversity. Nelson Mandela, former President of South Africa. Great leaders are willing to sacrifice their personal interests for the greater good of their people. Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, founding father of the United Arab Emirates. A true leader inspires others to reach their full potential and achieve greatness. Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands. Leadership is about having a positive vision for the future and inspiring others to work towards it. Lee Kuan Yew, founding Prime Minister of Singapore. Leadership is not about being in a position of authority. It's about serving others with humility and empathy. Nelson Mandela, former President of South Africa. True leaders lead by example and inspire others through their actions. Mahatma Gandhi, Indian leader and activist. Leadership is not about being the most powerful, but about empowering others to become their best selves. Queen Maxima of the Netherlands. A great leader is someone who listens to their people and takes their concerns into consideration. Angela Merkel, former Chancellor of Germany. Leadership is not about popularity, it's about making the right decisions for the betterment of the nation. Winston Churchill, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Leadership is about fostering unity and collaboration among diverse individuals for the greater good. Jacinda Ardern, Prime Minister of New Zealand. Leadership is not about the accumulation of power, but the empowerment of others. King Abdullah II of Jordan. Leadership is about inspiring hope and instilling a sense of purpose in those you lead. Barack Obama, former President of the United States. True leaders are those who lead with integrity, honesty, and a genuine concern for the welfare of their people. Nelson Mandela, former President of South Africa. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification bell.